Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20 plus years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you and enjoy the video.
In this video, we're going to show you how to remove and replace a rear door lock actuator. If the door locks in one of your rear doors are not working, then this is usually the problem. This procedure is the same for all the GM midsize SUVs, Trailblazer, Envoy, Bravada, Rainier, 97X, and Ascender. You'll need 7 and 10 millimeter sockets with a ratchet extension, small flat blade screwdriver, T10 Torx Driver, and a T30 Torx bit with a ratchet and driver. And just a note, this is done on Trailblazer. If you have one of the other models, removing the door panel may vary just slightly.
Start by using a small screwdriver, and you want to pry up this little kind of trap door here. Pull it out. There's 2 7 millimeter bolts there, and then around your door handle you can see the little slots. You want to take your screwdriver, push in there, and pull out. Okay, so we'll push and then pull out on this bezel, and then there's another one right up here, another one here. Okay, and the last one up here. And then that comes right off. Your power window switch, just kind of work your screwdriver underneath. It pops up and out. And then there's a tab right here. You can just put your screwdriver in, push, and pry it out. Disconnect that. Okay, now I'll remove these 2 7 millimeter screws.
Okay, and we'll just fast forward, just taking those 2 7 millimeter bolts out.
Once you have all that out, you just kind of work your hands underneath. Start, probably easiest if you start here in the front. And you pull the panel, nice brisk pull. Okay, and it comes off. You can see it has all the pins, just go into little holes. Okay, inside door handle, 10 millimeter bolt. Socket, ratchet, extension. Okay, now the handle slides forward and out. Okay, pull the handle out a little bit. You'll see some clips back here. I'm going to pull the clip off, and then pull the rod up. Then there's another one right underneath. Pull the clip off again, pull the rod up, and your handle's off.
Carefully pull your water shield down so you can work on the top part of the door.
Now you want to go inside the door, and you'll see a yellow clip there. Try my best to film it. You're just going to reach in with your finger, flip that clip open, and then pull the rod out of the clip. Okay, now using a T30 Torx Driver and a ratchet, I'm going to remove these 3 screws.
And we'll fast forward through removing those screws.
Now you want to pull the lock mechanism down. Grab your rods and make sure that they stay on the outside here. Okay, so as you pull the mechanism out, you can now see these rods clip into a little clip here. And you can just force those out pushing them out of their little clips. Maybe use a screwdriver just to push on them. Okay, now here your lock mechanism is hooked to a couple harnesses. Just little tabs here, pull them up and disconnect that harness. Then this one up here, pull the tab, disconnect the harness. Okay. Now your mechanism comes right out. Okay, now your actuator is held on with 3 T10 screws. We'll remove those.
Okay, going to speed this up a little bit. You want to be careful with these screws that you don't drop them and lose them. Notice how I loosen them with the driver most of the way, and then I use my hands to pull them out the rest of the way. Just have to be a little careful.
Okay, and now your actuator comes off, and you pull it off like that. Okay, new actuator from 1A Auto, you can see it's the exact same. Okay, kind of put that little shoe in, and then twist the actuator down into place. Okay, make sure your teeth get lined up there.
Okay, going to speed it up again a little bit. So I just put each one in and then tighten it up just a little. Wait till I get all 3 in before I tighten them all the way.
Get your actuator in. The rod with the white wrap on it goes to the upper clip, and then the rod with the yellow goes down to the lower clip. Okay. The blue is at the bottom. Plug that in. And then the gray goes on top. Plug that in. Then put it up in. Just that rod that you disconnected, make sure it's kind of off and out of the way. Slide the whole mechanism in. Start reverse Torx screws.
Okay, I'm going to speed it up here again. Just like with the other screws, I start all 3 of them first, and then kind of tighten them snug, and then tighten them all the way up. And you want these to be nice and tight. They don't have to be extremely tight, but they should be good and snug.
Okay, reconnect our rod. Take our rod. Okay, place it in the clip. Okay, and lock the clip on. Okay. Now you can watch the rods here. We lock and unlock, so it's moving the rods, so that's all correct.
That successful test, we can start putting the door back together, put up the water shield, and then go on from there.
Okay, so to install your door handle, you've got 2 rods here. One's the lock. You can feel that it just kind of has a detent in it, and the other one just pulls. That's your door handle. The lock goes on the bottom. Okay, so we just have to kind of, hard to film, but put it into place, push it down in, and lock the clip on. Door handle opener. Make sure you flip this clip around. Again, push into place. Maybe use our screwdriver just to help lock that clip into place. Okay. Door handle goes in, slides back. 10mm bolt.
And we'll just speed up tightening up that bolt. You want it nice and firm.
Put your door panel back on. Make sure your harness gets into this little cavity. Pull it through. And you should be able to pretty much just put the panel into place. Kind of look back here. You'll see the little green pin. So where it's supposed to go. And you can look over here. Pretty much once you have those two pins, you're all good. Connect our switch. Push it down. Okay, this has a little lineup pin. Goes into a hole in the handle. Just make sure you push on all four corners. And your two 7mm bolts.
Okay, we'll fast forward as we put those bolts in and tighten them up. You want them nice and snug. They don't have to be overly tight though.
Okay, and now push this back into place. One good thing is just to make sure your door is unlocked and you're all set.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.